And you guys saying play Bleach Rebirth of Souls, and technically so far so good. We are really close to the execution area. And unless we are in the execution area, because we are basically in the close to the execution area, which is basically if we rescue her, meaning basically the season 1 ends. Now that's the whole season was. Basically rescue her, to go there, whoop some ass, and get out of here. Because basically her chapter is very long. How long? Don't know. Long dramatic. I'm sorry. At least basically we are close, because the execution area, the prison area is then close to the execution area. Meaning, if we are basically to the prison area, meaning we are very close to the execution area, because this is where gonna take her in, because this is gonna took her there, because it's behind to a large building. No, for real, the execution area is basically a gigantic tomb, a gigantic place that technically gonna burn people. Yeah, they're burning people. I'm not kidding, they're burning people. So basically, the execution is burning, like a witchcraft or something. Well, at least basically the idea that at least the worst is yet to come for our characters, but unfortunately, luckily for us, we managed to get through it just fine. And thanks for all of that, and after all that, we are close. Technically, but close. I mean, most precisely and all, but technically we are close enough to the dense dome. We are not to a glorious dome. I mean, that's I believe it is. But anyways though, at least for the time forward, being is basically absurd for how can manage to get through enough. Most technically and all, and more precisely and all, and more specifically and all, and more both and all. But anyways though, let's continue forward then. Why am I gay? What? Also, turns out basically this guy is Yuha. Yeah, but he's disguised. And to be fair, why he trained him? That doesn't make any sense. It's like turns out basically Hyuga knew all along about his story to get through to him. Because Hyuga has the ability to see also into the future and change something there also. It's kind of like Doctor Strange, but without the time stone, kind of like that. But also that we have basically managed to do some possible idea that now we're technically on the point that at least basically, even though we are to the prison area, but we are really tired and all, at least though we have managed to get through possibly enough. But anyways though, at least so far so good, we did just fine technically by our book. And peace.